This is video number 3.
Hey LP Nation, thank you. More than 20 subs and almost 300 views, basically on a channel that started less than 48 hours ago. Thank you once again. You are truly wind to my wings.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're in the first episode of Freelance 101. As I said earlier, this is not only going to be strictly about freelancing. The business and online tips you'll get here are like general in most cases, and you can apply them to all platforms, various software and tools, etc. So please stick around. If you plan to do business online, most of niches and industries will be covered because freelancers do business with almost every industry or every niche. Stick around to see. So who am I again? So a short intro for those who don't know me. I'm Luka. I'm based in Zagreb, Croatia. I'm a 2D animator, video editor and graphic designer with more than 5 years of experience. I'm an experienced freelancer. I did gigs for clients all over the world, hundreds of gigs. I'm also a small business owner. Recently I founded my own creative advertising agency, LP Studio. On this channel I post daily videos. Check out my channel intro to learn more. Here you'll find info tips for freelancers or online hustlers. You'll find tutorials and free goodies for creators and behind the scenes vlogs. But this is a really great channel for everyone that wants to acquire online skills that pay the bills. So let's connect and grow together. But it wasn't always all that easy, all that good. So I have to tell you briefly my story. So in late 2015 I was broken. I was more than $20,000 in debt. This is huge for Croatian circumstances. It's comparable for you guys in the United States if you were like $120,000 in debt. That would be a similar situation. Try to imagine yourself being like 28 years old in that serious huge debt. You ruined basically everything. I will not tell you the details because of course that I was the guilty party, but that is the story for another episode. I will just tell you that I was desperate, and what changed basically the course of things was one book. This is not a sponsored message, this is not affiliate, it's my story, so I'm not making a commercial out of this. I'm just mentioning that I bought Fiverr Success, a book, and basically I wanted to make a quick buck on Fiverr because Fiverr was a special thing then in 2015-2016. So I read the book, and ironically it didn't lead me to Fiverr, but it did open new ways for me to start, and that was VideoScribe. So again, I'm not promoting VideoScribe, I'm just telling you this whiteboard animation software like changed basically the course of things because it was easy to use. So I was a regular young guy who was playing video games. I had some knowledge in Photoshop, Paint, etc. and I had inclination to visual arts, but I was studying law. I'm still studying law. I didn't have any college degree from arts, design, etc. So everything I learned by myself. I learned from tutorials, I learned from projects, from clients, from other people. So basically what happened then, to cut the long story short, I started playing with VideoScribe. I registered my username on Fiverr. I never succeeded there, but I also activated my old account on freelancer.com. So in 2012 I wrote 3 or 4 articles for those Indian companies that pay you like, I don't know, $50 per 100 words, so terrible, and I quit after 3 jobs. I thought, oh my god, this is like the worst. Who would write those articles? I couldn't live off of that. But then in late 2015 I said, let's give a freelancer another chance. Maybe I just picked the wrong niche. Maybe, okay, I'm good with words, but writing is maybe not my thing. Okay, let's go. And then I started browsing like job categories and everything, and I said, wow, I'll do something easy. I'll do something quick. So as this is an intro video to the series, I will be more general. for the topic. I will not go into the tech details. I will show you how to set up the profile, how to make a template for bidding, how to post your bids on projects, how to price your jobs, etc, etc. But that would be in another episode of the series. We can't do everything in one episode because this is 101. I'm doing this mainly for people who never ever did this. So basically, before you do anything, before we set up the profile, before I tell you how to set up your profile picture, cover, how to frame your first bids, because you will not write the same bid when you're a new freelancer and when you're an experienced or intermediate one. So yeah, there are a lot of details, we'll cover them, but generally, let us just browse the job categories. But let us be the most general as we can. I'm doing the freelancer.com thing to get a point across, basically. And the main point is, before making the profile, just for the lols, browse general categories, browse deeper, so smaller categories. For example, category would be design, media, architecture. That's a big category. Then you go inside, then you see animation, video services, video editing, etc, etc. For example, browse, see what seems fun to you. That's the first criteria. Then when you go deep in this, like super deep, when you see like specific jobs, then you will explore the prices. The prices are a very important point, especially for starting out. So people usually get their first job in first month, but you have to know that everyone's different. For example, I was sitting in front of the computer in February of 2016 when I reactivated my freelancer account. I was in front of my computer for 10 hours every single day, but also I landed my first job after 7 or 10 days, which is huge for someone who isn't even in the field. You know what the first jobs were? Merging MP4 clips. Yeah, basically there are people who will pay you money, actual money, to merge the files or to cut the files. I will show that also in one of my series, how to merge or split files, but most of you know that already. So basically you will get two files, like two videos, and the person will tell you, please connect them, merge them. So you can do that even in like Windows Movie Maker. I did it in Windows Movie Maker. I didn't even use After Effects or Premiere Pro, what I use now. I used like Windows Movie Maker for my 2 or 3 first gigs. It was a guy from New York who gave me files to connect. I just merged them, exported them, and voila, my first $10. I will never forget that feeling. It's amazing. It's amazing. I know $10 is basically nothing, but listen, when you're $20,000 in debt, you're thinking, okay, let's just do something, let's just earn additional $500,000 per month. Then after that, that job opened me a video scribe. You know, I mentioned whiteboard animation. I did a whiteboard animation for $250 in my first month of freelancing after 3 or 4 weeks. And then I even won a contest on Freelancer. I explained the contests. You have projects and contests there. So I won even a contest of logo intro. Of course I used After Effects template for that, but I changed it really well. I was learning the software also at that time. So I was starting out with Video Scribe, with After Effects, and I was like learning everything. And the good thing about that software is they are similar. For me, Photoshop and After Effects are a great pair. Illustrator is a story for itself. It's a vector-based software. So, yep, let me not go too deep again on this. We will also speak about Illustrator. It's a great software. So even though this is just an intro to the series, most of you are wondering, okay, so basically for my first year I earned, like, in first 9 months I earned around $7,000. I was thrilled with that because it was an additional like pool of money for me to help me. In my second year I earned around $10,000 or $11,000. In third year I earned 25 on the platform and even more outside. In my fourth, like 3 times the amount, etc, and I'm around $150,000-$200,000 in total in first 4 years. maybe even a bit more. It's not for flexing, I'm just telling you this to show you that basically by only freelancing you can earn money, but I will tell you why it's not also a good idea to only trade your time for money. You know that it's basically not good. That's why I made my own business, that's why I'm diversifying, and you should too if you already have a steady income. This channel is not only about for you who are starting out, this channel is for people who already are, let's say, in a good position, but they don't have passive income, they don't have automated income, they are not reinvesting. We will talk about reinvesting also. And the last point I wanted to make for this intro, because we are like way too long into this video, I just wanted to share you my story to warm you up into the series we're getting into, to pique the interest. How does it work? So most of the freelancing platforms have the same system. Freelancing platform is like an arbitrage. He's a middleman between you and your employer. That way you and your employer are protected. So the client puts their money for freelancer to hold until he is satisfied with the work you have done. Okay, when you're done with the work, they press the button release, and then the freelancer.com gives you the money. Okay, I already talked too much for an intro episode. I hope I piqued at least 1% of your interest for this with my story. In the next episode we will go a bit deeper. I will set up a profile for you. I will also answer any questions. If you have any questions, please type them in the comment, or if you have an idea for the next episode will be in a week, because we're doing circles. I told you that we have one like growth, motivation and tip episode for series. We have one freelance 101 series, and we will have one After Effects 101 series. Other 4 videos in a week are basically vlogs, general tips, answers to your questions, etc., like more general stuff. Yep, thank you very much, and see you in the next episode. You were in another episode of Online Skills That Pay the Bills. Thank you, my LP Nation. As always, it was your guy, LP. 'Cause I'm not your